The sharp crack of tires tearing through fresh snow at exactly 6 a.m. was no mistake. Brenda Thornfield didn't lose control of her Mercedes. She aimed it straight through the snowman my 8-year-old daughter had spent 3 hours building with frozen fingers and pure joy. Snow exploded across the driveway as if it had been attacked. Buttons flew. The carrot shattered. The purple scarf, Zoe's favorite, vanished beneath spinning tires. Brenda didn't stop. She didn't hesitate. She didn't apologize. She pressed the accelerator harder. The same cold satisfaction she wore every time she slapped illegal fines onto grieving neighbors was etched across her face. That was the first time she destroyed my daughter's snowman. I rebuilt it quietly. The second time, I got uneasy. By the third deliberate hit, I understood something important. Brenda Thornfield had no idea what I'd buried 3 feet beneath that innocent pile of snow. While she terrorized 47 families with her clipboard and laser measure tape, I was preparing something that would turn her next act of cruelty into the single worst decision of her life. Something that would erase 6 years of unchecked power. Something that would cost her everything. A fresh start. That was anything but. My name is Marcus Kellerman. I'm 34, an electrical contractor, recently divorced, financially stretched thin, emotionally hanging on by threads I didn't know existed until they snapped. I bought a $398,000 house in Willowbrook Estates with every dollar I had left. It was supposed to be a new beginning for me and my daughter, Zoe. Safe streets, good schools, friendly neighbors, the kind of place where kids built snowmen without fear. Zoe was 8 and still asking questions no parent is ever ready for. Why can't Mommy and Daddy live together? This move was supposed to help her heal. Instead, it introduced us to Brenda Thornfield. Meet the queen of compliance. Brenda was 48, HOA president for 4 straight years, and lived in a spotless $850,000 colonial that looked more like a showroom than a home. She moved like someone who believed the neighborhood existed solely for her approval. Our first meeting happened while I was unloading a U-Haul. Click, click, click. Her heels announced her presence before her voice did. I turned to find her measuring my fence with professional-grade equipment, something far more expensive than a hardware store tape. Mr. Kellerman, she said, clipboard locked against her chest like armor. Your fence exceeds regulation height by 3.5 inches. She measured twice, smiled once. The harassment began immediately. Week 1, $75 fine. Garbage can visible 2 hours after pickup. Week 2, $150 fine. Zoe's handmade Christmas wreath, non-approved color combination. Week 3, $225 fine. Zoe's sidewalk chalk drawings. Yes, chalk. Apparently, children's art had to be removed before sunset under Willowbrook's covenant. Watching Zoe scrub her drawings away each evening broke something inside me. Fear as a scent. Neighbors began whispering. Mrs. Cecilia, 70 years old, leaned over a fence one afternoon and lowered her voice like she was sharing classified information. She drove 3 families out last year, she warned. Found ways to bleed them dry. Brenda's perfume, sweet and suffocating, became our warning system. Zoe would freeze mid-play whenever it drifted through open windows. Is the mean lady coming again? She'd whisper. Then came the truth bomb. Tom Reeves, a firefighter, caught me at the hardware store. You know her husband owns part of the management company, right? Derek Thornfield owned 35% of Pinnacle Property Solutions. Every fine Brenda issued lined their pockets. The Snowman campaign begins. Zoe built her snow family masterpiece with love and patience. Buttons from my old shirts. A carrot donated by Mrs. Cecilia. A purple scarf she refused to part with. Monday violation notice. $200 fine. Temporary structure. Tuesday, Zoe rebuilt smaller. Wednesday, Brenda swerved deliberately and destroyed it. She slowed just long enough to roll down her window. Better placement next time, Mr. Kellerman. Zoe's tears froze on her cheeks. That's when I knew this wasn't about rules. It was about control. Research turns rage into strategy. That night, I researched county records, business filings, HOA bylaws, Pinnacle wasn't neutral. Reviews from other neighborhoods revealed the same pattern. Escalating fines, selective enforcement, families forced to sell. One review stopped me cold. They don't want compliance. They want turnover. Brenda wasn't enforcing rules. She was running people out. Resistance forms over coffee. At Mel's Diner, Raj Patel slid into my booth uninvited. You dealing with her too? His violation stack rivaled mine. Soon Betty Morrison joined us. Retired teacher, armed with folder thick enough to stop a bullet. She targets the vulnerable, Betty said calmly. Classic bully behavior. Patterns emerged. Data confirmed discrimination. Then Brenda escalated. Economic warfare. Anonymous complaints targeted my work truck. Surprise inspections. Professional photographers. City inspection friends. Then came the kill shot. Unauthorized home-based business. Cease operations immediately or face $500 daily fines. She was trying to bankrupt me. At the neighborhood watch meeting, she publicly attacked me. Unstable households affect property values. Translation: divorced fathers weren't welcome. The discovery that changed everything. Raj's spreadsheets revealed undeniable bias. Single parents fined 5 times more. Minorities targeted. Elderly residents harassed. Then Betty found it. A sunset clause. The HOA expired March 15, 2024. Brenda had been operating illegally for 8 months. Every fine was fraud. Let the rope tighten. We didn't confront her. We waited. Collected evidence. More illegal actions meant more consequences. Then came vandalism. Derek sabotaged my truck. Caught on camera. False licensing complaints followed. Foreclosure threats. Desperation had set in. The trap is set. Zoe built one final snowman. Underneath it, pressure plates, irrigation lines, purple dye, 6 days of preparation. March 15th, 6:15 a.m. Brenda arrived on schedule. Justice in purple. Her tires hit the plates. 8 geysers erupted. Purple water launched 20 feet into the air, engulfing her Mercedes in seconds. She screamed. Neighbors poured outside. Cameras rolled. I approached calmly and handed her the documents. Your authority expired last night. A reporter stepped forward. Deputies arrived. Trespass warning issued. Fraud investigation opened. The aftermath. HOA dissolved. $180,000 settlement. Brenda's license revoked. Pinnacle collapsed. Our neighborhood transformed. Kids played freely. Art returned. Joy resurfaced. Zoe built snowmen all winter without fear. Final words. Bullies rely on silence. Preparation ends them. If you've lived through HOA hell, share your story. And if you want more justice served cold or purple, subscribe. Because this was just the beginning.